Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
Here's the American Dream.
Welcome to The American Dream. Today we're going to look at a 1968 Rambler gut remodel, and we're going to meet with local celebrity and TV host Nancy Guppy. I'm Chris Kohler, your host. Welcome to The American Dream. So when they purchased this house, it was your classic 1960s dark galley kitchen. And they really opened this up by removing the walls, and you have this really bright, airy space, perfect for entertaining and cooking and spending time with family. Another thing I really like about this kitchen, they put in an induction stove. It heats up your food extremely quickly, and when you turn it off, it cools down immediately. So if you have kids, you don't have to worry about them burning themselves. They also put in a fan that integrates into the ceiling, so it eliminates the need for a hood. The attention to design and detail continues from the kitchen to the family room, all throughout the house. Just like the kitchen, the entryway was really, really dark, so they brought in fin design to open this up with a sculptural wood screen that really opens up the space and really leads your eye up to this and-design light. Nancy, it's great to have you here.
Well,
today.
I'm delighted to be here, but I do notice that you have more than me.
I do. You should have some more.
I'm a guest. I deserve a little.
Very absolutely rude of me.
That feels good.
That's good. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. I'm so happy to be here.
Likewise. What are you working on right now, or what are you excited to be working on? Better yet, what are you not excited to be working on?
So Art Zone, I've been doing Art Zone, hosting it, the show about the local art scene for over 10 years. And I do it now, we do one show a month, and that is the perfect amount for me at this point, because it's a pretty small crew of us, working. So I'm basically the producer of all that. I gotta find the stories, I gotta kind of run all the admin, and I love it. Basically my work life, my creative life is completely focused on producing Art Zone, so that's.
What about your art that you do yourself?
Well, so my collage
you're multi-talented.
Oh yes, I'm multi-talented. So what it is I take these old paint-by-number paintings, vintage. They're already painted. I don't do that part. And then I collage onto them. I kind of go in phases with that. When I'm working on a piece of art, I have to be all in. I can't do it in like an hour or, I'm going to do 45 minutes, and it's got to be, I just get totally into it, and I got to, cutting out the little things out of magazines and gluing them on and finding the right way to put it together. So I'm working on a piece, and I've been working on it for about 9 months.
Oh.
So it's not quite, it'll be great when it's done. For me, it's all about balance, rhythm, and color, and just the way things fit together. So I never start a piece with an idea. It's like one thing I'll cut out. Let's say in this case, the one you have, it's this big flag, right? So I cut this out, very raggy flag. I just loved it. I had it for quite some time. And I finally thought, I'm gonna put it down. So I figure out where it's gonna go, and I get it down, I glue it down, and now I have to respond to that, whatever else I do. So in the piece you have, those military planes and all that, nothing about that was like, I'm gonna make a statement about, America and the flag, and no. It's just like, this seems interesting to me. This feels right to me. It's a rhythmic thing. It's much like writing. I do a lot of writing for ArtZone. Everything I write, whether it's for a script or it's an email or a text, I actually say it out loud. It has to feel right. So the collage stuff is about feeling right.
Sure.
Right.
So do you do that feeling, let's say when you're interviewing someone, or I know you've done a lot of comedy writing in the past, is it kind of more organic as far as finding that inspiration, or is it just like, okay, this is just popping in my head, stream of consciousness?
Let's say I was interviewing you for ArtZone, okay?
Sure.
I would know exactly what I'm going to ask you. Okay. Now, I figure out a rhythm that I'm looking for. I'm good at, in the moment, kind of spontaneous stuff like the Seattle International Film Festival opening night. I'm on the red carpet talking to people. If I'm writing a comedy sketch like I did for Almost Live in the past, that's written within an inch of its life. It's perfectly, or it's written exact. So I tend to be fairly prepared.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Thank you for spending the time with me today, and I hope to see you sooner than later. Actually, I think I owe you steak tartare.
No, you owe me. You owe me a steak tartare.
I do.
And
drinks.
And we want to go to that great sushi joint.
Oh, yes.
On Lower Queen Anne.
We'll do that too.
Yes, we'll do that.
Love it. Thanks again for joining me. I'm Chris Kohler with American Dream. We will see you next time.
Welcome to beautiful downtown Gig Harbor, Washington, also known as the Maritime City. The harbor is surrounded by a ton of parks, views, a historic waterfront with boutiques, and tons of dining establishments. Gig Harbor is a treasure of beauty and leisure. Today's narrative revolves around a culinary virtuoso from the East Coast. Every time she goes home, she craves one particular item because this area has yet to perfect it. Opening a boutique food business is no guarantee of success, but her establishment has been thriving from the beginning. Also, you know my love and expertise for luxury homes. Today, we get to walk into a beautiful luxury home that is sure to capture your admiration. I'm Brad Harper, and welcome to the American Dream. Finding the delectable bagel is almost impossible to find. You either go to the grocery store and get a mass production, or you go to some coffee shop that's been sitting around for 2 or 3 days. Today, you're gonna meet Brittany Irwin of Bee's Bagels. She has perfected and brought the New York-style bagel here to the West Coast. Let's go meet her. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. You are buzzing out there. I love to see that. Where did this all come up from?
So I'm from Massachusetts, East Coast, moved to Washington in 2016 and really miss bagels. I've been in the restaurant industry for 20 years almost. My comfort food, the food I want to eat at the end of the day was a bagel. I couldn't find one out here, not that hit my standards.
Yep.
So just kind of had to make it happen myself.
Is it a process? Is it an ingredient? What makes that New York style bagel come to life?
So it's a little bit of both. We do the classic boil then bake. We boil with malt syrup and then we use malt syrup in the dough. But the big commercial places, they generally steam their bagels. It just doesn't have the same crust on the outside. It's just not the same quality as that classic boiled bagel.
Yes, I definitely can taste that difference, and I have missed it forever. And I'm not even a connoisseur, but I love a good bagel and I can tell the difference. And I cannot wait to go have a bagel and a coffee right now. I am craving one like no other. Guys, I am so excited. Welcome to 2035th Avenue in 1 Point Fosdick in Gig Harbor. This is the most incredible house. I cannot wait to show you. Come on inside. There's so many fabulous things about this house other than the views. 4 large bedrooms, 3 baths, 4,500 square feet over 2 levels. But you can live entirely on 1 level and not even use one if you don't. But there is a reason you're gonna want to use the other one. This kitchen is amazing as it is. It's open concept, so you can see everything going on in the room. You got the views still. You got granite slab countertops. You got gas generator commercial kitchen for the chef and the family. Tile backdrops, tons of storage. You're gonna love this kitchen. So the big thing that most people want is living on one level and having a master on the main, and that's what this has. You can stay on this level the entire time. You have a beautiful 5-piece master ensuite, all tile, sunken jetted tub with beautiful views. You can spend all day in here. This house is offered for just under $1.7 million, but this is the moneymaker. A 500 square foot outdoor deck, year-round entertainment out here. This is where it's at. If there's anything that you've learned today, it's the success stories of a lot of hard work. That's the American dream. Gig Harbor is built on a ton of success stories. If you want to take a tour of Gig Harbor, I'm your guy. I'm Brad Harper, and I'll see you next time on American Dream.
Welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host, Susan Culverhouse. Today, we are back in Kirkland, Washington, on the east side of Seattle and on the shores of Lake Washington. Today, we're going to be interviewing Beth from the Kirkland Chamber, as well as Nick from the Kirkland Yacht Club. But that's not all. Later, we will be joined by some of my girlfriends at Via Lago Boutique, where we're getting ready for our champagne happy hour aboard one of the Kirkland Yacht Club's private charters. Let's go. Hi, I want to welcome Beth Gale from the Kirkland Chamber. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you, Susan.
Yeah, so tell us, what is your role with the Kirkland Chamber?
So I am the Vice President of the Kirkland Chamber. I handle the sales and marketing, and I am in charge of everything Kirkland, everything community, everything business, and bringing it all together in this great town.
So what are the best kept secrets of Kirkland? Can you tell us?
Sure, I can. So a couple things that people might not know is Costco originated here. Costco is also right up the street, and they carry your Kirkland products that you see out there. Also the Seahawks, if we have any Seahawk fans out there, they actually started right here on the waterfront here in Kirkland as well too. If you're coming to visit or you're looking at moving here, we have over 50 parks here, right here in Kirkland. Whether you want the waterfront or you want to be over in Bridle Trails, so many things you can choose from.
Last but not least, why come to Kirkland?
Well, Kirkland, I think, is the ultimate place where you can work, live, and play. Again, you have the most beautiful homes that you show. I get to see those all the time, whether you're waterfront or so many different areas of Kirkland. You have the elements with all the parks. You have the shopping. We have some of the best boutiques in our downtown. We have 2 great shopping centers. We have great dining. And we are just a drive away from Woodinville Wine Country or going into Seattle. So we are really, honestly, the heartbeat of the East Side. That's why you need to be here.
Well, thank you for joining us. We are going to go up to Via Lago Boutique and change and head onto a yacht with the Kirkland Yacht Club. Welcome to the Kirkland Yacht Club in downtown Kirkland. And with me today is Nick Davis, the founder and owner. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So excited.
Thank you for having me. Welcome to the Kirkland Yacht Club. Beautiful experiences, catered, membership only.
Right on. I've been here before for some private events. It's amazing location. There's you know, multi-facet. You've got live music, a nice bar, and a recording studio. Tell me about how this all came about.
Well, a few years ago, we went into renovation, and now is the finished product of what you see. We wanted to bring some culture, some inclusive and exclusive experiences to bespoke to your needs. That's what we have going right now.
It's exciting. We're going to go see some of the yachts that they charter later. Absolutely. But also you spoke to a charity foundation that you're in charge of. I really want to touch on that.
So we also is in Seattle. We have a nonprofit, one of the Seattle's top nonprofits, Community Passageways. We help young and youth adults navigate the criminal justice system and reform, and alternative to incarceration is what we do. We help the homeless as well. We're just out putting in the work. The Mirabelle is a 70-foot Sunseeker. It was voted best yachting experience in the Pacific Northwest. The Mirabelle is exactly 70 feet long, 3 bedrooms, chef's kitchen, and crew quarters. We take this boat out and have amazing time with our members. You will be able to book and have access, private chef, couteured events, just a live experience.
Thank you for joining me in Kirkland, Washington, one of my favorite places. See you next time on American Dream TV.
Welcome to the American Dream. I'm Ann Nordling. Today I'm in front of the Bullitt Center, which is a sustainable building that was engineered by PAE engineers. Today I'm going to speak to David Mead from PAE and find out what constitutes a sustainable building and how does that benefit all of us going forward. Let's go meet him now. I'm here with David Mead. He is the head of the Regenerative Design Group at PAE. David, thanks for being on the American Dream today. Please tell me about your amazing company. It's so fascinating.
Thank you. So we're an engineering company. We help design buildings that are some of the highest performing buildings in the world. We're in a living building right now at the Bullitt Center, and we've got a passion to help solve the planet's energy and water challenges.
What makes this a living building? What constitutes a living building?
A living building is one that can generate as much energy as it uses in a year, and also collect as much water as it needs. So it's kind of mimicking the forest that was here before, so that it's self-sufficient and resilient to support itself.
What components do you bring to a building to help achieve those goals?
Yeah, it's interesting because we work with clients all the time trying to show them what's possible, and this project was a demonstration project to show what's possible. And you can see the wood is one thing that's unique. So this is trying to look at sustainably harvested materials that are creating a healthy indoor environment, and excellent daylighting. The floor-to-floor heights are higher in this building so that it's passively daylight. You can see no lights are on, but it's still quite lovely in here, even on a kind of overcast Seattle day. On-site energy generation, so we generate more energy than what we use in a year, and that's been operating for over 10 years now, so we're actually providing energy back to the grid.
That's great.
And water too, we collect our rainwater and we drink rainwater here.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to drink rainwater, this is one of the few buildings that's actually possible in the country.
And then do you generate the heat in the building? Is it, radiant heat? Is it hydronic heat? How do you?
Yep, these are radiant floors. So we've got geothermal heat pumps. So those are vertically drilled under the building. It goes down 400 feet.
Oh, wow.
And that extracts the heat out of the ground and rejects the heat.
Do you see a time when this would be financially feasible for the average homeowner?
It's financially feasible right now. I did it at my own home.
Oh, you did? Oh, wow.
My home's almost net zero. It's a 1904 retrofit.
Oh, wow.
And I pay on average $11 a month for all of my energy requirements.
That's fantastic. Is there a type of building, when I say type of building, I mean, is there a sort of building that you specialize in? In other words, commercial buildings, Do you do condos? I mean, what kind of buildings do you tend to work with?
We work on everything from single family homes to airports.
Crazy.
So, and kind of everything in between. So,
if someone wanted to look up an example of one of your projects other than this lovely bullet building, are there any that you could think of that we could refer people to?
Yeah, our PAE living building in Portland is great. If you're down in Portland, you should visit. It's another living building. It's developer-led, so it's the first developer-led living building in the world.
Wow.
So how to meet a developer's pro forma while also being a living building.
That's great. And what's your favorite?
I'm biased towards Bullitt Center. I work here. It's the nicest office I've ever worked in, so yeah.
Well, thank you so much for filling me in on your company. It's very inspiring to know that this is out here and actually a net positive to the grid. That's crazy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What an inspiring show. You know, I'm in real estate, and seeing a building like this and hearing that in the future, potentially a lot of residential homes could have these same kinds of features is really an exciting proposition for all of us. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you next time.
Imagine spending the day out on the sparkling waters of the Puget Sound, fishing, swimming, boating, and exploring, and you think to yourself, man, I could really go for a cold beer and pizza. Well, anchor up and come with me. Welcome to our segment featuring two incredible establishments in Gig Harbor. Today we are taking you to the waterfront location that's become a destination in this charming town. Get ready to discover the hidden gems of Seven Seas Brewery and Tap Room and Millville Pizza. Seven Seas Brewery is a local favorite known for its exceptional craft beer and vibrant atmosphere and stunning views. Situated on the enchanting waterfront, this brewery offers a delightful experience for beer enthusiasts and casual visitors alike. With their commitment to quality and innovation, Seven Seas has become a staple in the community. Indulge your taste buds at Millville Pizza, an enchanting pizzeria renowned for its mouth-watering creations. Located in the heart of Gig Harbor's historic district, this family-owned restaurant offers a delicious range of pizzas, pasta dishes, and delectable sides using the freshest ingredients. So here we are in the basement of the tap room, Seven Seas Brewery, with Mike Runyon, president, owner, co-founder of Seven Seas Brewery. Mike, give us a taste of how you got started.
Oh yeah, Seven Seas got started with an early passion for beer. And here we are 15 years later. We're super excited about having our new location open and having a nice permanent location for us moving forward. And it's great to be able to welcome locals and visitors alike down at the Gig Harbor waterfront.
What was your inspiration for the architecture?
Gig Harbor has a rich fishing heritage.
Yes.
And so it was really important to us that architecturally the building fit very much within that history. And so we drew inspiration from the historic fishing net sheds.
I love that.
Here within the community. And then also gave it a little modern spin. We also oriented the building directly towards Mount Rainier and the lighthouse so we could capture those views. And the focus on what's most important, the view, some delicious beer, and family and friends that you're enjoying the space for.
Very cool. So, what's your favorite beer?
Oh, I love all of my children equally. And so there is no exact favorite, but depending on the day, the weather, the mood, all those factors, there's always something here to kind of fill that need.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. Thank you. Here we are. We're down at Seven Seas Brewery along with Millville Pizza with John Ross. He's a restaurateur and owner. John, how did you all get started here?
Well, I was born and raised in Gig Harbor, and there was a space that was opening up where Millville Pizza is at. I just decided to take it on and open up a wood-fired pizza restaurant.
What's your favorite pizza?
Mine's the Chinook. It's a white sauce, bacon, shallot, blue cheese with a little balsamic drizzle over the top at the end, and some parm. It's awesome. So, and I wanted to honor the past and named each one of the pizzas after Gig Harbor Persaner. So the Chinook was one. A lot of them were based off of our families, but then there was also the Stanishes and the Babbiches and the Jerkoviches and all these old names and their old boats. So we wanted to honor the past.
Well, where next, John?
Where next is trying to build out this beautiful space and occupy it and do the best that we can to support this business in Seven Seas and partner with them and just continue to grow with the community in Gig Harbor and just all of the excitement that surrounds this area right now.
Well, I would love to learn how to make pizza and bread. That's one of my next things.
Well,
so I think you're going to be my teacher.
Come on down. No problem.
Thank you, John.
Thank you so much.
Have an awesome day.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you for joining us on this journey today in Gig Harbor, Washington, discovering Seven Seas Brewery, a family-friendly tap room, and Millville Pizza. Come by land or by sea and check it out yourself. You'll be glad you did. I'm Julia Runyon, your host, real estate and lifestyle expert, and this is Living the American Dream. Until next time, explore, savor, and make memories in this iconic waterfront town.
Welcome to the American Dream. I'm Dawn Heilbrun, your host, and I'm excited to introduce to you today one of my favorite towns in Mexico, Puerto Penasco. We're here at the Malecon, where you can experience the best of the city's culture, cuisine, and entertainment. Let's go check it out. The Malecon is a place where you can feel the energy and excitement of Puerto Penasco, and where you can discover the beauty and charm of this amazing city. Next up, we're going to be joining the Balls and Dolls humanitarian event. But first, I'm going to go in and grab some fresh ahi at the Moo, one of my favorite restaurants at the Malecon. How are you? Oh my gosh, mwah, love you. Oh, so good to see you. Thank you. The MOO Steakhouse Grille is modern and trendy, located at the vibrant Malecon on the Sea of Cortez. This restaurant is renowned for its Sonoran steaks like the tomahawk or the tender fillets cooked to perfection with all the decadent toppers and sides. I can't come here without getting the poke nachos made with fresh ahi, but they also serve up lamb, duck, ribs, chicken, and specialty burgers in an eclectic and tasty fashion. The seafood is fresh daily right out of the Sea of Cortez. They even serve up homemade pasta specials that are off the hook. Their tableside Caesar or their watermelon feta salad are completely amazing, and I know it'll be hard, but save room for one of the decadent tableside desserts. Top it all off with the best mixologist in the world, all wrapped into a trendy, cosmopolitan atmosphere. Wow, the Moo is always an incredible experience. Let's head over to the Balls and Dolls event now. Look at this caravan of amazing, giving people going to the barrios, handing out toys for balls and dolls. Look at this! Woo! George and Shayna, great to see you guys.
Thank you. Good to see you, Don. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
It's just off the hook, you guys. I'm so impressed. I have to know, how did it get started and how many years have you been doing it?
We've been doing this for 6 years now. When we went out, we noticed that the little boys really loved soccer balls and the little girls really liked dolls. So we ended up calling it Balls and Dolls. Now we do a lot more than that, obviously. We help the dogs, we help families, we help single moms or even just all families. So we help everyone everyone, but we just named it the Balls and Dolls because of the little kids that just really are in love with the soccer balls and dolls.
Yes,
So
that's just so fantastic. And also, you own a lot of restaurants down here, right? Tell me what you guys are into.
We started with Tequila Bar. She moved down here, 10 years ago?
8 years ago.
There was not a plan to open up a bar or anything like that. It just came along with that, let's open up a bar. So we started with Tequila Bar and St. Nick's, they're at Esmeralda as well. So it's 6 of them that we're involved with. We participate, we created them, and we sell a lot of memories there.
You sure do. You really do. George, I know you made a promise to your dad years ago to take care of your family, and you're exceeding that by taking care of your community as well.
We try to help every angle we can, and the family is, I think, one of the things that keeps us together and keep pushing forward to what we do.
I love that.
Thank you.
And thank you both for what you do for this community.
Thank you.
Next time you come to Puerto Penasco, make sure you check out one of their restaurants because you won't be disappointed. Owning a second home or retiring in Mexico is the American dream for a lot of people. I mean, just look at it here. And you can live a comfortable lifestyle without breaking the budget. I'm Dawn Heilbrun, your host of The American Dream. See you next time.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American dream.